Welcome back to Feed the Beast Monster. I'm CZsurvivor, and today it's episode 25, which means world download will be updated at the end of the video. Now also, this is the day that I decide on, well, finish the poll straw and count the results, and this is the results. 3 for horse riding, 3 for cooking, and no for gaming face cap, which means we have a draw, which is awkward. So I spanned the dice, flipped a coin, and we got cooking. So I'm going to put up another poll straw, link will be in the description down below, for you to decide on what meal I should cook. So yeah, now in front of you, as you've been seeing for a while, is my Wisp farm, because I needed Aurum and I had none left. Well, I had nothing that could create Aurum. Wispy essence, not wispy essence, the essence that the item this mob drops gives you that. So I decided to farm them, and this is how. So if we just quickly turn it off and we pop in, pretty simple. I have the portal here that's linking to a kill chamber that I'll show. I have auto spawner and all that linked up here, and down here I have a corporal attractor set to pull so the wisp spawns, because they can fly. I had to change it up because I can't just let them fall, and it pulls them down into the portal and teleports them off. So we'll just quickly shove you back in there. Yellow this time, and I'll just quickly show you the kill chamber, and then we'll move on to what we're going to be doing in today's episode. So here is the kill chamber. Nothing fancy. I really need to redecorate this area. I'd started it, but yeah. So this is something I'll do off camera. Now to move on to what I said I would be doing, which would be the Formcraft redesign. Now I'm not going to look down here. Don't want to spoil anything. Big reveal. And here it is. This is the new Essentia distillation room. This is where I will be distilling all of my Essentia from now on. And if we hop up into the base, rest of the base, you can see this is the new infusion area. Now one of these pillars is sneaky. You can find it. It'll be the last one I look at. Here has ME cable running through it, which allows me to fill the rest of the base with other stuff. And I've gone with purple clay because purple magic. Yeah. So that's why I've gone with purple. Plus there's plenty of purple in Formcraft to justify that. So last episode we ended off with making the Icorium adorned Ichor cloth strapped silver wood wand, so we could make ourselves this thing. Oh what? I don't have enough. Oh wait, do I have the right wand in? Let's try this. Do I have enough now? No. 1 second, I thought I got enough primal aspects. So now that I've got the aspects, let's make it. So we'll quickly toss in this, and now we have our Icorium adorned primal staff. And this silverwood wand can stay in there. Now this should actually no, that can't stay in there whilst it has you on. Thank you. Should start charging up some of its aspects, as you can see. And what was the percentage? Just let me quickly check. I think it was something like 10% it should recharge to. Let's see. Down here. Yeah, just like the previous one, so up to 10% to its cap, and its cap is the same as a silverwood wand, which is 250, so it can store up to 25V, which is very nice and will be very useful for building around the base due to the fact that it constantly recharges itself meaning it's great for wand of equal trade. So, what do I want to do with this? Well, there's something I want to go capture, and let's pop over there and I'll show you. So this is what I'm after. A hungry node. It will destroy any block except for blocks a player can't break, which includes warded blocks and obsidian. There are a few of blocks it can't break, but I'm not too sure what they are, but I think I'm just going to use the warded, just because warded is very powerful. Now, the main problem in trying to capture one of these nodes is that, if you will see, if you cannot see from around here, the blocks get destroyed. So it's a race against time, which can make life slightly difficult. So let's go. I don't care about mistakes. Glass is cheap, and lag spikes aren't nice. This rate, I'm never going to do it. Fortunately, if you have the flying gear that I have, the node can't suck you in. Come on, stop lagging. I don't like having that on. Let's see where's it going? Where's it going? No, I'm losing this battle. Did it work? Was the block missing there? What's wrong? What's wrong? I have enough aspects. Where am I missing? Is it because of that? If it is, I can break it. Ah, there. Oh. Oh man. Lag is not very nice. Yes! I got it. That was a lot harder than what it should be. But the best thing about the Hungry Node is the ridiculous amount of aspects it can hold. So, I'm going to nab this just by breaking it. And I'm going to collect some less ferocious nodes. And we're going to set up a recharging station back at base. Now, as a side note, to perform this, it requires 70 V, so you can reduce it by any of the other methods that you would use inside of the infusion altar, not the infusion altar, the table one. So wearing your gear, having a wand cap that has frugal, and using the more efficient wands will reduce the V cost from 70 for all the primal aspects, which you can hold, down to, I can't remember what it is. Let's just give me a second. It's a 60% reduction. I can't work that out at the moment. So, just as a note, it requires 70 V of all the primal aspects, but that can be changed by wearing gear and all the other modifiers. Well, that's nice. My golden game seems to be taking very nicely to this new room and its setup, and doesn't have any problems getting stuck on the heads that we had when we had him next to the infusion altar. I hate the lighting glitches. Oh well. Nearly finished essential distillation for the first thing of what we need. Now, what we need is these thing, which is a wand recharge pedestal, which is pretty cheap on resources, although I am running low on diamonds. My quarry is taking forever to reach bedrock to get me some diamond ore. Fortunately, it will also process that diamond ore into diamonds. So let's see, how many diamonds I have now. Yeah, 7. I need to find an uncrafting table in the Twilight Forest. That's something we need to do so I can get the diamonds back out of that diamond chest. So we need this, and you could just manually do it, but this is pretty cool. Plus this can be put on top of this to allow a very powerful feature that cannot be done by hand. So first of all, we will make this, and then I'll make the other one as well. If you're nearly finished. Oh yes, he's finished, so let's start the infusion. And let's hope nothing goes wrong. As for it shouldn't, because this is a very, very stable due to the sheer amount of things I've got around it. I kind of went a bit overkill, but I'd sooner go overkill so nothing explodes. And okay, I thought it would just stop then. So nothing gets destroyed, exploded, whatever. Time to start consuming, and we will have a wand recharge station. Now I know exactly where I'm going to put it. Let's see. Let me just do some counting. I'm going to fix this wall back up to how I originate. Tape measure. That'll help a lot. Why count manually when you've got a tape measure, and why do we have to have lag? Let's see. 11, so I want to go to 6. Let's see, 6 should be... Nope, this is 6. So I don't want it going there. I actually want it going here. That's a much better spot. So you can toss your stuff in here. If you look at the base with anything, so because I have the goggles in this helmet of the power armor, I can see that. So what you want to do now is get your aura nodes and put them around it. So I'm going to put a aura node here. But I don't want to put the hungry node down. Oh, it can drain them from the inside, but if you take this off and right click, you will break the jar, which will allow the aura node to recharge, because whilst inside here it cannot recharge. So we'll stick this back on, and as you can see it starts draining. But you may notice on this we have the compound aspect of the time, which I cannot remember, and it will annoy me if I don't find out. Quickly. Tempus. So this is charged a bit, doesn't really matter for now. I'll get more aura nodes off camera, and I'll find a way to, I might stick that like dark node, that hungry node, inside the wall here once I tidy up this wall. So now that I have that, I want to make the compound focus attachment for this. What's it called? Names. Compound recharge focus. Almost missed out the recharge. And as it finally gets complete, this compound recharge focus, we can come over here, right click on the top, and now we have this. And now if we click it in, you will see it is stripping the tempus, which gets stripped down into its component aspects and then keeps getting stripped down until it gets to a primal aspect that can be used. Which means this hunger node, which contains only 2 primal aspects and the rest being compound, will have a lot of potential aspects for me to use. So now that we have that, I've got a plan to build something that will help with the aspects down here, due to I want to be a bit more controlled in the aspects that I put into my Ascension distiller, because I don't want jars being filled up like the corpuses. I want it to be controlled and powerful. So I'm going to make a farm, a mana beam farm, and I'm going to be using Direwolf 20's design, which he's built in server play and single play series he does. So let me just go take a quick look at that and how long I have left on the video so I can decide on how I'm going to do this. To do this, you will need 2 golems of your choice. I am going with flesh, 1 core of gathering, and 1 core of harvest. And lastly, 4 range improvements from the golem upgrade of water. Now, that was most of the Formcraft things we need. This is the area where I'm going to set up the mana bean farm. I've got these walls to dig out a bit further down here, but if we put our silverwood sapling down and hold growth it, and hopefully, yes we did, although that is in a very annoying place. Personally, I would like it in the middle. So you need to be able to grow your mana beans, they need to be in the Mystic Grove or magic grove, any biome that has a magic tag. So I'm just going to quickly chop down this tree and we're going to give it another go. Hopefully we can get what we want. Now for some reason I got back 2 silverwood saplings. My luck is very good today. So we'll try and take attempt 2. And for some reason I don't believe this one contains a aura node. Let's just chop away some of the leaves. No, it doesn't contain an aura node. Right, we need to take another try, but this is a good source of silverwood logs. I think I might also want to grab you out of here. Okay, you're disappearing too quick for me to break. Right, attempt number 3. Right. That's going to be my last attempt on camera. I'm going to go off camera and try and get this this aura node where I want it. Well, that's twice as good as what I wanted. 2 aura nodes. Hey, sometimes you get more than what you ask for, and sometimes that more may not always be the best thing you want. So now that we have that, I'm going to do a bit of trimming on this tree, turn it into what I need it to be, which will just be these 2 aura nodes floating, and then we'll be back. Right, so here we're going to quickly make a sub-network which will keep my mana beans separate from my main network. So what you need is a power relay and an interface. Now this interface, if I use a storage bus, will allow you to access any items in the sub-network through your main network, basically allowing for good things, plus items can't go into the sub-network. Now the main thing about this is it'll allow me to keep my mana beans separate, so once my ME storage drive becomes full of mana beans, which I'm going to set down here, it won't overflow into the main system, and you can tell that your ME network is a sub-network because the power icon will appear blue on the ME controller. Also, in my case, I'm going to set it to extract only because I only want it to be able to take out of this network. Although, I may want to set a configure so it will automatically input any mana beans that go into the rest of the network. Maybe I'll want to do that. I'll have to think about this and have a look. But yeah, for now, I only want it on extract mode. Right, so now that we have a sub-network and I have started creating a magical forest due to the aura nodes being here, as you can see on the left, if you look up from the bottom line of text, the one above that, you can see it says magical forest, and that is the biome that I'm currently in. The pure nodes in the silverwood logs convert the biome into a mystical forest, which is the only place you can grow mana beans. Now with this separate network, I have gone and stolen a load of mana beans that I have started acquiring from that manual one I had, and we're just going to start planting them around here. So I'll get them all planted, and then we will have a look at how I'm gonna automate this using Formcraft. So now that I have all the mana beans planted, let's set up the golems. So we're gonna want to put 2 golems down in the center. We'll put one. Wait, no, you just gonna click yes, and click like you. And can I separate? They're gonna be stuck together, aren't they? So we'll try and see if we can put these on. So we'll put the harvest, and let's see if I can get the other golem. How could you separate? You're turning. Can I click on the other one, please? No. How could I push these? Come on, bunch. Yep, that's separated them, and the golems heal. So we have a gather golem, which is this guy, and a gather golem and a harvest golem. So the harvest golems will harvest these mana beans, whilst the gather golem will pick what's the harvest golem harvest. And I actually need to do another thing with him now that I think about it. I actually really want to give him the cognito so we can replant these mana beans. Oh, that means he needs another upgrade. That means we need to do golem infusion. Right, let me pick him up with the Golemancer's bell. Now I do believe I might need to sneak left click to strip him of his parts. Ah yes, and I kept everything. Lucky me. So I need to upgrade him using the infusion, which I'll just quickly show you in the recipe thing here. So it's advanced golems, which is a wooded jar, redstone, glowstone, gunpowder, a brain, and some cognito, some sensors, and victium, which allows him to have a third upgrade, but it cannot be the same as the previous 2. So you can't have like free vism, whatever it's called, I can't think of it, the water upgrade that allows them to see further. But you could have 2 water upgrades and the one that makes them smarter, what's it called? No, water is perceive, order, organize, which is the one that allows them to replant. If you look under harvest, not smart enough, it will think that, and that's basically, you need the order upgrade to do that. So I need to do some infusion. So now that we have our golem, we can set him down, and he's there, and he's got a little brain on his head because we just infused the brain into him. So we'll add our upgrades. So you can see on his chest he has 3 upgrade slots, and finally our animation core of harvest. Now, okay, that's a bit creepy. He does get red eyes. They don't seem safe. I'll have to keep an eye on him just in case anything happens. But yeah, so these mana beans take forever to grow. So between this episode and next, I am going to set up this thing. Now that mana bean there is almost ready to grow. I'll just quickly show you what this is. Is it under? No, it's not under Thaumaturgy. It's under alchemy. Is it? No, artifice. Yes, the lamp of growth, which encourages things to grow. Basically, you insert herba into it, and it speeds up the growth of things around it. Now, what I would do is I would perform the distillation to make essentia, and then I'd have to teleport it here. Now, there's a very easy way using essentia mirrors, which you can place on blocks, and it can teleport essentia in. So I'd have like essentia mirror here, 2 lamps of growth, so 1 on either side, and then as you can see it would grow this entire area very fast, and I'll also pimp out this area, make it look a lot better. So I'll just sit here until I find a mana bean that's ready to grow. Wait, is that one ready to grow? No, it's not. Once I find one that's ready to grow and these guys do it, we can have a look at it. Right, so we have a few mana beans that are fully grown now, so we're going to put down this golem, the smart one, which I have pre-set up. Give him a few seconds to realise that there's stuff to harvest. He will harvest and replant him. Now there's a chance that he'll drop 2, but we'll always drop 1. And okay, you seem to be having a bit of a problem. You can get out, I know you can get out. Go on. Good. Now go and take it back to the thing. And voila. And if we look in here, what's it called? I can't remember the name of it. Mana beans. You can see we now have 1 mana bean, which means that this will successfully keep on working, and all I have to do is fill up the last of the rows, which can be done by this. So for next episode, I'll get the lamps of fertility, no, lamps of growth, and I'll also what else? Set up some more nodes, so bring them back, and I'll also set up that hungry node. And next episode we'll be moving away from magic back to industry and messing around with some Yu matter and bedrock. So you got that to look forward to. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel. Leave a like if you did enjoy. Don't forget, down in the description there's a link to what meal I'm going to be cooking for my 100 subscriber special. You've got to decide what you want. Just take one pick on the straw poll. So yeah, leave any comments if you've got any questions. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. Survivor out.